Hello there and welcome to Banished and Kingswood. So, I got an advice I should try this and I ended up doing so. As you can see, our starting location isn't really, well, it's fair enough, it's not prime. I would have preferred to be closer to the water, to use, well, fishing villages and stuff like that. But in Banished here we start with, I believe I start on medium. So I have 5 families, I have some firewood, some iron, some logs, some stone. And what we need to do now is basically set ourselves up before we get to the winter months. Or the winter months, and we are going to, well, try and make that work. We have our Kingswood here, 16 people needing homes. Yeah, 5 families here, so we started on medium. The climate also is medium, it's not mild, it's not harsh, it's the thing in between. And with that said, what I think we'll start by doing here is, of course, building. We need homes, and we also do need, I guess we'll start by actually building 5 homes. It's better to just get that out of the way, I dare say. So I'm going to build 5 homes here. In Banished, as you know, you basically try to, well, survive winter and everything else per se. So that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to try and build ourselves a village here. I've tried this for about 2 hours before this, so I'm not even close to being good at this, which you'll probably get to see here. I think we'll start out by building a couple of gatherer's huts, or at least one gatherer's hut and a hunter's hut, so to speak, up here. Or, let's see, how close can we build? We can build them here without getting too far away from, well, the city. So we're going to do that, and we're also probably going to build something else. But for now, let's just get the first buildings done here. As I said, we're going to build the 5 homes, and we're also going to, I think, how much do I need here? 8 times. We're definitely going to need some more stone and logs. So we are going to clear out the area here closest to our homes here, and that should be fine, I think. We're also going to be building some other buildings that are necessary, like tailor, woodcutter, forester. We're going to need a lot of stuff, so let's just get right onto that. First home built here, and I should probably not build the homes first, but it's basically, it doesn't really matter too much. Let's get our buildings done here. And yes, we are going to need these to just get food. This is basically a survival building sim, which I to some extent find very interesting, and I will probably not do too well. I played, as I said, 2 hours, one of my cities died in that space, so what I think we're going to do is aim to first of all get food, and then we're going to try and get ourselves a... Let's see here, where are the forester guy? No, woodcutter, we'll have him in the city. This is basically the guy that gives you firewood, so he's, well, very important per se. The forester plants and cuts down trees, so as far as I know, it's actually quite, it's useful to have him close to the gatherers and hunting cabins, since it basically grows the forest, and as far as I know, bigger forests mean more animals and things like that, so it's definitely, the reserve of firewood is low. Well, not surprised. The reserve of logs is low, everything is apparently running low here, so we're going to cut down this southern part here, basically make it as a place where we can, to some extent, build in the future. And also, of course, we do need the resources, so it's not like it's a dumb thing to do per se. But we need to get things done before winter. We're currently in spring. We'll not be doing any farming or something like that early on. I think it's probably suicide. We only have 10 people, and building a farm right now is not really that good to do. Using hunters and gatherers, I think, should be perfectly alright. I have the gatherer's hut done here, so I think we'll already put at least 2 people into gathering. No, we'll actually put 4 people straight into gathering. We need the food, of course. Firewood is almost, or we're out of firewood, so we need to build this thing as well. Get some logs cut into firewood. There's a lot of things that needs to be considered. But as I'm saying, what you're basically in charge of here is a village, and your job is to make sure that the village thrives, that the people survive, doesn't die to, well, all the nasty things that will happen, because they will happen. Napoleonal? has become an adult and is working as a laborer. Good. But yeah, you basically have to make sure that your village runs smoothly by building, well, foodstuffs or buildings that get you food. I do like the hunting cabin because later on when you start trading the leather, you can basically, it's basically one of the things that are most worth when it comes to trading. So I'm going to use three hunters. I think 7 people into this should be enough, at least for the first year here. We have some more children, so perhaps I need... Yeah, we have 3 children, or 3 more children, so perhaps I have to invest in something else as well. We'll have to see there. Yeah, I might have to build another hunting cabin here, just to make sure that we actually or hunting cabin, gatherer's hut, whatever. Just to make sure that we actually survive the first year here. And we're going to build it down here, I think. This could actually get quite rough with 5 children. Yeah, we'll see how this works out. I need someone to work here. I have no idea why I actually keep on just closing that thing away. It's a bad habit, I think. We need someone to cut wood, so that we actually have firewood for, well, the winter. We don't die too cold. But yeah, the game itself is... I find it to be a lot of fun, but I also find it kind of difficult. It's a game that, well, it punishes you. Let's just say that. It punishes you in a horrible manner if you do too badly. So be wary of that. But yeah, we're going to build our forester's hut, and we're also going to build the second hunter's hut, just to make sure we have enough food. We already have some health issues here, so I might have to build a herbalist as well. But I think we should be fine ignoring that for the first year. What we do need, however, I'm pretty sure, is a tailor and a blacksmith. We need the tools, we need clothes, so it's kind of important to build these guys, I think. So we are going to do that. As you can see, I'm not building everything as close as I can. It would be much more efficient if I build or set things up in a different manner. But I probably will build, to some extent, subpar routes per se. We're going to build a blacksmith, we're going to build a tailor as well. This is basically what we will be doing for winter, building stuff. Blacksmith and tailor should probably have a little bit of room from the blacksmith, judging by the fact that he'll be playing around with fire. But yeah, I think it should be fine. The forester lodge, we don't really need anyone to work there right now. And the reason is simple, we can just cut down whatever else trees. It's simply a good building to have, per se. So, let us get these 2 done and that hunting cabin, so we have some extra potential food. That I think should be good for at least the first year here. We have 200 firewood now in our inventory, so I can actually put that guy to do something else. Rodolph and Adelian. So apparently we are doing fairly well on that respect, at least. It seems like we need stone and logs, so I guess we'll put our guys here into collect stone. I guess we can't just collect stone in this area. Quite a big area though. Let's just collect the stone on the southern area here first, because, well, first of all, we can create a denser forest if we get rid of all the stone. At least that's what I would presume. And a denser forest should, well, give better, well, late autumn. This is going to be a harsh winter, I dare say, with this much snow already. This could actually turn very bad. Guess I should put someone in charge of the woodcutter already. But yeah, we definitely need more clothes here. Leather is also used for creating clothes, so it's kind of important to have those hunter's huts, I dare say. Let's see how this little city of mine plays out. As I said, I haven't actually played this a lot. I basically know the gist of it, and as far as I know, you can very easily lose here. We do have at least a good amount of stored food. The problem is, of course, the reserve of logs is running low, so we need to cut down some trees, it looks like. Guess we'll harvest these trees here. As you know, I might be a little bit wrong here in putting a little bit too much on everyone, and that could actually come back to bite me, I think. But I need to get at least something done here, and I guess we need to put someone in charge here as well to get firewood for the entire winter. At least we do seem to have enough food, so I think we can allow one gatherer to go on and work as a laborer. Once again, as you know, I prefer leather over gatherer. They do supply with a ton of, let's see, a gatherer's hut. We check here. They do supply with a ton of food during the seasons. Berries, roots, onions, mushrooms. it's not like they are a poor choice. If you compare them with the hunting cabin, they do provide a lot more food, but you kind of need the leather, I dare say, for clothes, but also to actually be able to trade with it later. It's worth 10, and most people will actually trade with that. In comparison, I believe iron is worth 4, logs 2 or 3, venison is worth 3. So there's a lot of things that needs to be considered here before you make anything really work. But we're going to get a couple of builders, and I think we can actually, judging by the fact that we have a positive, or how should I put this, that the amount of food we have is actually at the positive level that it is, I think that we can afford to build 2 more houses. Yes, it's kind of risky, I know, but we're going to do it anyways. And we're also going to up the priority on these 2. And the reason is simple. By upping the priority, we'll be able to build them early. We still need to get the clothes guide up and running, but getting 2 extra families I think should be perfectly fine here. We have 15 adults, we have 6 children, so it should be fine. I might have to consider building a school, however, for, well, I believe that learned kids actually provide or gather resources faster than unlearned, so to speak. And that should be a little bit interesting to check out. Server on logs is low, we're getting some more laborers. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how much I can actually grow this city. And on that, I also want to ask a very simple question. Should I go ahead and kind of make this the same way that I made the or my usual recording style, which is to cut things up basically when nothing is happening, which I fear will be a lot of the time in this game. When nothing is happening, I just go ahead and edit it out. Or should I just record the entire thing? I believe that it might get a little bit boring if I am to record the entire thing. But it's up to you, really. We'll have to see how it actually plays out. We have a new family here. Child. I had a problem in one of my other games that I didn't actually add on any new houses, and as a result, all the people in my city became old and more or less useless, basically. I couldn't get any new children, and it sort of died out over time. So I guess you basically have to try and build 1 or 2 houses each season. Wow, that's a young family. 10 and 11-year-olds. But yeah, as I said, I kind of think you might have to try and focus on building a little bit every now and again, so to speak. And we need to get the blacksmith done, we need to get the tailor done, especially the tailor, I think. He's going to be important here, we're running out of clothes. So let's increase the priority on that guy. But yeah, I kind of like this game. It's not like the other building games where you're trying to build a utopia, the only thing you have to worry about is money. Yeah, you have to actually worry about a lot of things. First of all, you have food, you have firewood, clothes, tools. Basically, you have to set up an entire village and how it actually is supposed to work. If something goes wrong, well, then you can bet your ass the entire village is going to die very quickly, which is not optimal. Let's just leave it at that. It's not optimal to have your entire village die. So there's that. I think we can use the blacksmith here. Simply allow him to create some more iron tools. Might be useful. But we also need to get this goddamn tailor done. Guess everyone is actually working on tailor right now. Do I have the iron? No, I'm out of iron, that's why. So let us harvest the iron that's, well, in the vicinity per se. And that should hopefully solve that problem. We're also going to harvest the stone here. I think we're going to harvest all the stone and iron we can. And simply, we might need to build another store pile. Or set up another store pile, and I might as well just do that right away here. So where is the stockpile, not the store pile? No idea why I called it a store pile. I guess we can make it a little one here. Then we'll put someone in charge of making clothes already. So the first 1.5 years has actually gone by, well, fairly alright. I could probably have done a little bit better, per se, but at least now we have a functioning city. We shouldn't have any food issues. At least I hope we won't have any food issues. We might run into them, but I'm hopeful, so to speak. And I think we're also going to do the... It's kind of probably not the best idea, but we are going to build a school here. And with this school here, I think we could be able, well, it'll allow me to educate people. And other than that, I have no idea how it'll actually work out. I prefer to have them educated. I believe they harvest a little bit more. And you only need one teacher, so it's not like you can just allow one of these guys to do something else for part of the season. It should be fine, really. But this is the first 1.5 year of my city. I'll probably keep on recording for a little while. At least give you over to the weekend. So tell me, should I continue with recording the entire session, or should I try and cut it up a little bit? Especially later on when, well, you kind of have to adjust a lot of time to pass. Tell me what you think, and we'll see what we end up at. Thank you for watching. Please leave comments, praise, criticism, drop a like if you liked it, dislike this if you think it was a bad first episode. I'm kind of a little bit unsure how I would actually like to set this up, so we'll have to see how this plays out. But again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.